the Supreme Court has mentioned, even in this contributory judgment, to say when it comes to two things, leadership and membership of a political party don't come here, as far as the courts are concerned. You saw what happened with the Labour Party. But we have seen time and again that lower courts are still assuming jurisdiction over issues of leadership and membership of the party. So it's almost like the hands off of the judiciary, which is supposed to be the right thing, is even causing more problems for us, because Nyesom Wike's group will hold on to a judgment or a position. The Seyi Makinde group are holding on to a position. Are we on a path to destroying democracy because of this decision of court or the immaturity of the political class? Which is the big one here?
Let me say this. Last week we were in New York for Speedel conference. And in one of the sections, I actually carried out an intervention. And during my intervention, I had made a statement clearly to lawyers and judges who were gathered in that particular conference, NBA Speedel conference. I was clear with my thoughts, and I still maintain that particular position, that part of the problems we are having today in Nigeria's democracy is a judiciary, which is supposed to ordinarily become the last hope of the common man. The judiciary has not carried itself with pride, does not carry itself as someone, as an arbiter who is supposed to deal with some of these issues. The judiciary has meddled into affairs that ordinarily it should not meddle into. And this has affected our democracy. It has also undermined the judiciary. That's why you see a judge will give a decision, and another judge with coordinate jurisdiction is also countering that particular decision. This thing should not be happening. We saw that happen in Rivers State on several occasions. We saw different judges from different coordinate jurisdictions. Of course, what these politicians they do now, the state governors who are in charge of the courts in their states, who controls the judiciary system within their state, they go down to their state governments to get their state government courts to get court decisions from the courts, while the federal high court, which we find currently this FCD minister having upper hand, he goes down to the federal high court, those of them in Abuja, to get court judgments from that. It shouldn't be. This is undermining our democracy. The judiciary should step up as an institution that is respected, and as an institution that should protect the interests of the common man and that should protect the interests of this nation. The judiciary in recent times have not played that particular role. That is why we continue to have these conflicting judgments that is avoidable. Everything happening within our judiciary space, I keep shouting about it, it is avoidable. If our judicial officers, and one of the problems we also have is that people take actions and carry out things. We do not punish people for their wrongdoings. Else, you ask yourself, who has been penalized? For the past over 1 year, we saw counter orders and counter orders from the high courts within Rivers State and the FCT High Court, and the Federal High Court, sorry. And we also seen it in different states. Yet, no judge is being penalized. The NJC is not doing so much to dealing with these particular issues and to stop the repeat of these issues. So it tells you that the judiciary needs to step up, and they are actually right now as we speak. Sadly, I'm saying this as a lawyer, but this is the fact. This is the fact, and anybody who wants to be truthful and who wants the progress of this nation knows this is the fact and knows that we need to deal with this issue and to nip it on the bud. The judiciary need to step up because they are contributing to the challenges this country is facing. These conflicting judgments, it's an issue. It's an issue, and they are influenced by these politicians.